YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, it's your main man Wing just back again with another super official food review. Can't dig it, no, can hey listen, man. So we're gonna have yet another food fight here, or another versus, or another comparison taste test video. And we got here are two of my favorite chocolate style snacks that are not you wouldn't really. They are made out of chocolate, right? But you wouldn't really consider them to be quote-unquote chocolate, right? Because when you use the word chocolate on its own, right, you think about candy. And these two aren't candy, they're more like on the snack side. So we got here is my boy, I don't know why I call it my boy. My main squeeze, oh yes, by Hai Tai. It's a Korean brand, right? It's a premium chocolate coated cake. It's low on calories, low on sodium, and has 0 grams of trans fat since 1984. So if any of you guys have tried a choco pie, this is similar to a choco pie, but as I like to say, it's a choco pie but better. So you have even the OES here. Unfortunately, I did not chill it, but these are actually really good chilled. Like if you keep these in your refrigerator, I would recommend. That makes it taste even better. As I say, we got the OES here. It's basically what it looks like, except maybe without the icing on top, or the, what do you call that, frosting? I don't know, chocolate syrup. But yeah, this is pretty good. And on the other side, we have a double stuffed Oreo chocolate sandwich cookie. So now I have just this one right here. Normally, I don't like double stuffed that much. I prefer the golden one. Golden Oreo is my favorite kind of an Oreo. But double stuff's actually pretty good too, right? Because it has a lot of filling in it. Yeah, so it's the classic Oreo. If you know me, all my Berkeley friends know actually that I am a big fan of Oreos. Every time I invite the guys over to the Parker house, I always, buy a big pack of Oreos for everyone to share. So yeah, Oreo, I'm a big fan of these as well. They're sandwich cookies. If you've ever had these before, I'm sure almost every one of you guys know what this tastes like. So we're gonna have a head-to-head battle here. One is more of a sandwich cookie, and the other one's more of a sandwich cake. It's not really a sandwich cake, but one's more of a cake, one's more of a cookie. But they're both chocolate themed. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and crack these open, and we'll be back once we're ready for the review. Alright guys, we're back and we're ready to rock with our food review. So unfortunately, these are not, you saw they were unopened, but they're not perfect, right? There's a little bit of damages onto these both. They're a little bit of imperfections, but I can assure you that, I haven't eaten these yet, or what's the word I'm looking for? Tinkered with them or in any way. So yeah, these are the genuine products. So what we got here yet again is the OES, and I forgot they actually do have chocolate frosting on here. I completely forgot. The OES chocolate cake here, and we have a 3-pack of the double stuffed Oreo over here. So yeah, let's start with the OES first. Let's get into it. Oh yes, it's delicious as always. There's the outer. There's not really that much chocolate inside. As you can see, there's like a thin layer of chocolate cream in the middle. It's not gonna be as much cream as, like, let's say like a Twinkie or something like that, but it is there, the chocolate. Primarily, you get the chocolate flavoring from the outer crust. There's like a layer of chocolate frosting alongside the outside, and it's like, when frosting gets hard and it kind of becomes like a crust almost. You can crack it. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's chocolatey all throughout, and you got the chocolate icing on top as well. It didn't really taste that much, but yeah, the cake is really soft. It's a little bit dry, but it's not super dry. But yeah, there's no marshmallow in it, by the way. That's the main difference between OES and a what should I say it, choco pie. So there's no marshmallows, but it's still pretty good. You got the delicious cake, and the cream inside is actually pretty good. So yeah, it's really delicious. I will say it's not super sweet. Let's say that's the first thing you'll notice when you bite into it. Like, you're probably expecting some like double chocolate, like ultra sweet flavor, but it's actually quite mild in that regard. Like, it's not gonna blow your socks off. It's actually less sweet than most candy or like most cakes out there, right? So if you ever want like a more milder take on a chocolate cake, this is pretty good, right? Because it's not gonna, it's still chocolatey, right? Definitely, there's chocolate everywhere, but it's, I wouldn't say it's dark chocolate, but it's not like super sweet kind of chocolate, right? So like, you're not gonna be wanting to reach for the water after this one, right? Because it's so sweet. So it depends on how your sweet tooth is, but in that regard, it's not the sweetest thing, but it's still pretty darn tasty and very chocolatey. So for the OES, I'm gonna have to give it a straight 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I was considering a 4.5, but maybe not there. The OES is really good though. Would recommend to chill it. This is not chill in this video, but yeah, it's a really good chocolate cake. And if you, it's pretty rare. You usually won't be able to find it unless you go to a Korean specialty supermarket, such as like H Mart or something like that. But if you do get your hands on these, I do recommend them. It's in my top 2 favorite Korean snacks of all time, a lot up there with turtle chips. Speaking of, I did say that this was a Parker House special, but to all my Berkeley friends, you probably do remember me having these at the Parker House as well when you guys came over, and I would let you guys try some of these along with the turtle chips. But yeah, 4 out of 5 for the OES chocolate cake. And now let's bring it over to the classic Oreo. Which one will reign supreme? I'm gonna just grab one and let's get straight into it. How do you eat your Oreos, by the way? I usually just eat it straight up. But I know a lot of people like to take off the cookie and then lick off the cream first and then eat the cookies. I never like that, man. Especially with the double stuff where there's a ton of cream. Because then you're like getting too much cream, right? And then you're gonna get these cookies without the cream. This is supposed to be a cookies and cream, you know? But yeah, Oreo, absolutely delicious. Do I need to go even more? When you get to a double stuffed one, there's more filling than usual. Look at all that cream. And then the cookie itself is nice and sweet. This is far sweeter than in OES, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? It's actually, you know, delicious, man. The combination of the crumbly yet chocolatey Oreo cookie, like, there's almost nothing, no comparison, right? It's like the Oreo cookie itself, how would you describe it? It's like a chocolate graham cracker almost. Not really, right? But it's like, not many other cookies have the same flavor profile as the Oreo cookie, or like the biscuit part of the cookie, you know? And the cream, nice and sweet, super sweet, creamy as well. And you know, the cookie itself is kind of sweet, but then the cream is super sweet. And when you combine it, like I feel like not many other cookies would work with with this kind of cream, other than the chocolate biscuit that the Oreo uses. It's like the perfect marriage. So yeah, and the Oreo, it's delicious, man. What more can I say? It's sweet, delicious, crunchy, crumbly, melts in your mouth, the cream at least. So for this Oreo double stuff, I have to give it a straight 5 all day from your main man Wing Drops, man. Top tier snack. Man, you can't go wrong with an Oreo. You really can't. So for this food battle, food fight, whatever I'm gonna call this, I'll give the edge to the Oreo double stuff. And that's not to say that the OES is bad. In fact, I really like the OES, but not many things in the snack world can beat an Oreo. So yeah, that's gonna be my review of the Oreo double stuff and the OES chocolate cake. And I will turn it over to my main man Chris, who will sign us off with an outro. It's been your main man, and we're done here.
This video is sponsored by Blue Apron. I know we're in a wrestling sponsor, but it's still sponsored by Blue Apron. That's all.
Don't forget, with Blue Apron, you get ready-to-cook meals, all portioned out to your door. Use the code WINGDROPS for 20% off on your next purchase of Blue Apron. And your boy WINGDROPS at Rory4, and we're done here.
Bide your time and hold out hope.